So about 5 months ago, I saw that the market was going to tank, and I think our team did a pretty good job of predicting. So in Northern California, we experienced about a 13.5% reduction in the last 5 months. We were pretty good on the spot, looking at reading the tea leaves, seeing that it was going to go down. We talked to pretty much every one of our investors, and we pivoted our business knowing that the market was going to go down. So one of the first things we did was we looked at everything we had and said, hey, what's our even Steven number? Or what's something very close to that we can reduce down to get it sold quickly? We did that. I would say about 9 out of 10 investors listened to us. Um, they were happy with the results because they got out of it before that time.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today, I'm joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with, Diego Herra, who's been making serious moves in the investing space with flips and wholesaling. So really excited to have you here on the show today, Diego.
How's it going, Michelle? It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Yeah, I think the listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching your investing business. So let's dive in. Just first off, for people who are not familiar with you and your world, can you give a short version of what your main focus is?
We do a little bit of both. So I've been a realtor for about 24 years. We've been flipping properties for 10 to 12 years. And we recently, within the last year, we started wholesaling. So we've flipped over 500 homes, and we have a good system. We have a team of 7. So we have acquisitions, we have VA partners, and we have our contractors to help us as well.
Awesome. And what markets are you operating in?
So we cover such a huge area. It's in Northern California. So anything above Merced all the way up to Yuba City, and from San Francisco all the way up to the foothills. So we have multiple contractors we use that cover every one of those areas.
Awesome. And what has been like the key to keeping this business running smoothly?
We have to make consistent choices every day. So we're always looking for properties. I would say we do a good job of keeping in contact with people that we work with. So wholesalers that we work with, agents that we work with. We always have our deal flow comes from the leads that we get. So we always have a good pipeline of leads.
Awesome. And yeah, how are you getting these leads? Can you expand upon that process?
Yeah, so we send out postcards. We buy PPL leads. We will do
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Facebook ads, and then there's partners of either realtors that we've worked with in the past or wholesalers we work with that also send us deals. We look at auction websites, your auction.coms, your Hubzoos. So we're absolutely everywhere.
Awesome. Yeah. And how did you get started in this business?
So I've been a realtor for a long time. So for 24 years. So I've gone through the market being in different cycles. So in 2008, when the market crashed, regular real estate didn't make any sense anymore. So that's when I first started to get into doing flips. Started doing flips for investors that I found along the way. I mean, that was a necessity since the regular market was dying. It was dead. So I started to do some flips with people that I knew and went from there.
Awesome. And yeah, how did you get from that place of just starting to do flips to where you are now? Like, what has been that journey?
A lot of it's taking classes, learning more, learning scripts, doing KPIs. So figuring out where your money's going to create those leads, how much something's costing you. And then I couldn't do it without my team.
Amazing. Yeah. And what is your team supporting you with? Like, what are kind of the roles that you have on your
Team
team?
supports me. So I have Keone is kind of my technical guy. He also does the controls our marketing budget. Dershawn is our systems and process guy. And then we have another guy that works with our VAs. We have another guy that we have a TC that helps us. So, I mean, we have team members for every aspect of the business.
Amazing. Yeah, that's so important to have that team and that support. So, I know that you mentioned that you're transitioning from doing mostly flips to more wholesale. Can you expand upon why you're doing that and what that looks
Yeah.
like for you?
So we've been a hammer for such a long time. So by hammer, I mean that, when we saw a flip, we want to take it down and do our own rehab and put it on the market. Um, because of how the market's been changing, and it's just taken us longer once we flip the property and put it on the market, it's taken us longer to sell the property. Um, we've thought in order to reduce some of that, let's wholesale some of the properties that that don't quite make sense for us or tighter margins. So let's wholesale those properties. And so far it's starting to work.
Awesome. So, where do you kind of see your business going? What are you working on scaling to?
I think it's something where we will probably add a lot more VAs to our system to make more calls. And hopefully we start doing more wholesales. So we're probably doing 1 to 2 a month now. Eventually, I'd love to do 1 a week. And then
Awesome.
right now, we're flipping about 50 homes.
Awesome. Do you have any like specific action steps or strategies to get to that next level?
Yeah, we've already started doing that. So we've taken some more classes on people that specifically focus on the wholesale side of it. Um, I don't know if I should name some names, but we're working with some pretty well-known people to help us. We've already a part of masterminds. There's people that we know that are wholesalers, been doing a while.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So we're using their knowledge and experience to help us as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So let me ask you this. Every business has moments where things get more real. Maybe a deal goes sideways, or you have to make a fast pivot. Would you mind sharing one of those moments you've experienced in your business?
So about 5 months ago, I saw that the market was going to tank, and I think I did. Our team did a pretty good job of predicting. So in Northern California, we experienced about a 13.5% reduction in the last 5 months. We were pretty good on the spot, looking at reading the tea leaves, seeing that it was going to go down. We talked to pretty much every one of our investors, and we pivoted our business knowing that the market was going to go down. So one of the first things we did was we looked at everything we had and said, hey, what's our even Steven number? Or what's something very close to that we can reduce down to get it sold quickly? We did that. I would say about 9 out of 10 investors listened to us. Um, they were happy with the results because they got out of it before that time. I mean, so one of the things I do every day is I look at the MLS. I look to see what's gone active, what's gone pending, any price reductions. And we had a pretty good idea the market was shifting. So, I mean, there's some of the properties that, hey, we'll make 5K on this. And that ended up being the smart move. You know, they say 20, looking back can be 2020. So we look back and absolutely made the right decisions on almost everything by reducing at that time. Yeah, you're not going to make money on everything. And the same time as a lot of people say, oh, I predicted, when the market's going up, it's like, oh, I bought at a X amount return and I knew it was going to be higher. No, that's part part reason why we make sure that we have such good numbers when we buy it. So if it does shift, we're not going to be killed as much, and we're not counting on any upside. We avoid properties that don't quite make sense. Like during that time, we were avoiding properties, luxury properties, because luxury properties are the first thing to go down. So at that time, the conversation with investors like, hey, we're not looking at any big properties. So big properties for us in our area is probably anything above 1.5. So we weren't looking at anything big because if the market went down, it's not just 10, 15K, it's several $100,000. And we're very smart to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a important thing to note and to be aware of. So, what are some other tips that you can maybe share that you've learned throughout your experience for people that are maybe newer in the investing world?
If I'd start today, let's say I was an agent or an investor, I want to start today, I would first I wouldn't buy a property that I've never been to the city or sold the property. I would start with the areas first. So if I live in San Francisco, I would start with San Francisco properties. If I lived in San Jose, I would start with San Jose properties, areas that I know I could drive to. And then once you kind of learn that market backwards and forward, you know what the type of rehabs people are doing, the type of how long sales are taking. Then at that point, then you can expand. You can't get to where we're at and start working 10 different markets. It's impossible. You have to start by really knowing the area. I think I'm pretty confident in saying that we know the areas that we work with. I have a joke that we make in our team is if we don't know the name of the city someone sends us.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Then it probably doesn't make sense for us to do it. And oftentimes wholesalers will pick up properties anywhere. So they'll give us a random city that we've never heard of. It probably doesn't make sense for us to work there.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. Definitely something important to note. So, what is like that next big goal for your business? Where do you see your business heading in the next years?
I think I'd like to get to a business where we still do our flips. We have a completely wholesale team, and the other thing that I already do is we do property management as well. So just different businesses with under our big umbrella.
Yeah, amazing. Um, that's so important. Yeah. Are you guys doing property management for like
Our
the rent?
investors,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
right now we manage about 72 different properties. That was something our investors already wanted us to do. On top of that, when we go to a purchase appointment, if it doesn't make sense, then we can help them on the regular real estate side of it. Not all the deals that we find make sense to buy at a flipping purchase price. Maybe the house is already completely decked out, and we can approach that seller with different options. And that's when we'll help them list the home.
Yeah, absolutely. That's important. Awesome.
Yeah, we really like to give the sellers that we work with, we give them other options agents can't do. So we have relationships with contractors because of our flipping business that if we run into a property that's not really flippable, but they do need like paint carpet, our contractors will paint it and carpet it, and then they'll wait for the close of escrow to get paid on that. So that's something a lot of agents can't do because they don't have our relationships.
Yeah. And speaking of relationships, when it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what has made the biggest difference for you?
I think it's being very consistent. So our contractors are all contractors are busy in the winter. I'm sorry, in the summer, but in the winter, if they have someone that consistently gives them business, then when it comes to summer again, they make sure that they go out of our way to go out of their way to help us because they know that we'll still give them business in January, February months.
Yeah. Are there any other maybe strategies or networking events that you guys work with to grow your
We'll host a
business?
couple per year. Yeah, we host a couple per year. We will have them come to one of our flips that we do. We also have one either at our office or we'll do a partner up with another wholesale team to do an event. I say we probably do about 6 to 8 a year. That's something we probably could work on, and that usually either we find new investors that want to work with us, or we find and wholesale partners that want to sell us properties. I mean, uh, w- one of the things that one of the services that we provide is any wholesaler that needs like, hey, Diego, I know you guys have sold a house in this area. Do you mind helping me run value on something? Right? There's no guarantee that we're going to get anything out of it, but I'll help them with a valuation because I've been doing this a long time. I have a pretty good idea where valuations are, especially if it's markets that we've worked with before.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
So I think whatever market you're in, you want to have a lot of gravity, right? That people will see your flips, they'll go to your events, right? You're because of the gravity that you're bringing to the market, they're going to run across you no matter what.
How can someone increase their gravity?
One of the things is that I feel like certain generations are shy from asking for help. I'll ask, I'll see a house on the market and I'll know that flipper and say, "Hey, how did you get that property? Um, what did it cost you to rehab it? I love the countertops or I love the kitchen cabinets. Where'd you get those cabinets?" Most investors, most agents, they don't care. They'll give you the info. I feel like a lot of people are afraid from that. And then I never like to reinvent the wheel. So if I see someone do a flip project and I think to myself, man, that is fantastic. I like that color combination. I'll just use that color combination because I'll know that, hey, that particular comp sold for that. So I'm going to use the same exterior colors that they use as long as it makes sense in the neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is something that everyone can implement, asking for support and, yeah, trusting that you don't have to create things from scratch when it's already been done. So I love those points that
I
you've
like,
made.
I got a great analogy I use
Sure.
is I was watching this is years ago. I was watching a show with my wife. Each contestant had to make a dress by the end of the week. At the end of the week, they made a dress, and all these designers showed up to look at all the dresses. The one that I thought was crazy was like Target was there, and I'm like, what? You had Dior and I can't name any fancy companies, but the end was Target, and Target was there as well. And Target they'll take something that's really fancy and they'll create a Target version of it. All right. So designer jeans, $1,200, Target brand, $30. You get the same type of look, but a much cheaper price. Well, if you're selling a $1.2 million house, you could do the designer stuff. But at a $300,000 price, you could kind of copy that idea, but still get the same type of vision.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. People don't have to kind of like settle on their vision when it comes to price. Like there's always ways to make it, similar.
Yeah. So it's you can definitely add some. There's a new trend that I see coming. It's small luxury items and like inexpensive houses. So like a very common one would be a pot filler. Do you know what a pot filler is?
I don't.
So behind your stove, you can have basically a sink that you could fill up your pots with water instead of going to the sink. Well, that's a luxury feature that $1 million houses will have. That's something we can add for about $800. So we want that particular kitchen to feel luxury. We can add just a small luxury feature, like a pot filler. So for $800, we can add, and when someone sees it, most people haven't seen it at a $400,000 to $500,000 price. They won't see a pot filler. But if you sell luxury homes, that's something that you'll probably commonly see.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Amazing. So before we wrap up here, if someone wants to connect, reach out, learn more from you, where is the best place they can find you?
SeeMyCashOffer.com. Um, we do a lot of business in Central Valley. We're under the Diego Buys Houses brand, and then we also sell real estate under Realty One Group Zoom in the Central Valley.
Perfect. Well, listen, I really appreciate your time, your story, and perspective. So thank you for being here.
All right, thank you.
Yes. And those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you've subscribed. We have more conversations coming with operators just like Diego who are building real businesses. And we'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.